Hello, I'm Elgato, and welcome back to the start of a brand new mini-series I'm going to be starting on my channel. Minecraft needs better mining, right? Like I've gone over a million times before, that mining in Minecraft just isn't really as useful as it ever used to be. One of the best ways to make this point is to start a brand new series where I'm going to be, starting from scratch, essentially, with Desert Island rules, where we get to take, free items we like with us, and yeah, we're going to be starting a brand new world from scratch, about 10,000 blocks away, because like I totally recommend to anyone who's starting a brand new world or wants to, rather than starting a whole brand new, thing, why not just start in a brand new section of your existing worlds? So we're going about, I think this is almost 11,000 blocks away from our spawn, away from our house, away from all the things we know, and we can only take free items with us, and we'll be trying to, without any mining, start up a brand new life, a brand new world, and show that mining in Minecraft really is unnecessary, and the game has kind of moved away from having any mining in the name to really just being called craft. In fact, after this series, we can officially rename Minecraft Craft Mine if things go successfully, so that's exactly what we're doing. So yeah, with that said, let's dive straight into the first episode, where like I said, we're going to be taking free items with us. I want to take a diamond pickaxe with silk touch, but that's kind of not really starting a brand new world, is it? I want it to be things you could get within like a few minutes of starting a brand new world, so I wanted to take a bed with me, because it makes my life so much easier if, like I just did, I spawn in a place where there's no wool anywhere nearby. I wanted to take a turtle shell helmet, because I figure if we're going to be doing a lot of water mining, it just makes my life a tiny bit easier to have one of these on. And then also some food, because food's easy to get. It really is. It's just I don't like getting it in the start of Minecraft. It's one of the parts of the game I really do hate most. So yeah, that's what we're doing with today's little mini-series. I'm looking forward to it, because also, while we do that, it's a long swim to the nearest tree. Actually, let's quickly do a quick guess in our heads. Make an estimate, I guess, yourself. Do you think we're closer to the survival island over there kind of thing with 2 trees, or to the mega main island over there? Because I'd probably say the survival island, right? But I also think there's more trees over there, and since we probably want more jungle wood anyway, actually, I'm gonna go for the survival island just for the unique experience, and because of the fact that we can find some, maybe some water structures on the way. So yeah, this is going to be a fun series where, as well as trying to live purely off the land, if you will, only finding things found above the ground, no mining done whatsoever, and still hopefully being successful, hopefully finding some diamonds and whatnot. I'm also going to be kind of answering like one of the big hypotheticals in every single episode, because one of my favorite things I was going to say in the real world, but in life in general, I guess, is answering the big hypothetical questions. I love taking the questions of like, if you had to do this or that, how much money would it take? And I heard recently that's like a very white people thing to like, but still, it's one of my favorite things, like asking the big hypotheticals, because they make you question your character, your soul, and all the other things. So today's big question is going to be, if you had to take 3 items with you in a real desert island, which 3 would you take? And again, every episode will maybe have a different one, and it's also a good opportunity for you, after you've heard my response, to kind of pick your own 3, because the desert island question is one of the most common ones. In fact, there's even a whole show, it's called Desert Island Discs, I want to say, dedicated to just taking famous people, asking them that question, and I figure, why not, give the correct, objectively in my opinion, best answer about what's going on with that. So yeah, lots of fun, I think. Let's dive straight into it after we've chopped up this tree. Okay, we've chopped down our trees, we've got some birch wood, and we've got some good old regular classic wood, if you will, and I figure one of the fun things we should do is make a boat, because if we're going to be going around purely on the surface, a boat actually is going to come in really handy. So let's get one of those going straight away, and then, I need to make the crafting table first. And then once we've got that going, we can move straight on. So wooden shovel, and I guess we'll go straight for a birch boat. Yeah, birch boat sounds like a lot of fun. Let's do this. So we're going to take this with us, and we're going to go on a little bit of a sea voyage over to the jungle, because that's the next big place. So yeah, if you had to take 3 items with you to a desert island, or to just an island, let's say, and to be realistic about this, because let's be honest, with every single thing you can choose it, in the same way, when I was going to pick 3 items for this, I could have picked, diamond pickaxe, ender chest filled with things, and a shulker box. In fact, you probably saw the shulker boxes, right? But that's really kind of cheesing the answer. You want to have like legit answers for like, okay, you're trapped in this island, there's a dome over it, and you have 3 months you've got to be there. Let's say there's going to be enough food that you can hunt yourself, but what 3, pleasures do you take with you onto that island? And actually, just to make this series just a bit more fun, I figure, why don't we try and use wooden tools for as long as we can? The only tools we can make ourselves are wooden. Everything else we have to find using stuff on the ground. So no mining, even to get the stone tools or whatever, just to make things that a little bit more fun. Another little incidental, so I don't need a wooden pickaxe, probably, unless I'm mining stone bricks or something. Wooden shovel, sure. Wooden sword, why not? Look at me, I am slumming it out today, living... Again, I never used wooden tools ever, so this is my first time ever making a full set of tools for anything besides an achievement, so it's going to be fun times for me. And yeah, you can see why my first item pick, by the way, off the red bed, it's just, or the bed in general, it's so handy just to be able to be like, you know, actually, let's just go to bed, let's not have to look for sheep or deal with the darkness. I like it a lot personally, I'm glad I picked it. So yeah, I guess this first episode is mostly going to be about scavenging, about getting some resources so we can actually set up a house, because I do intend, given that we're just living off the land and making a house, to make a at least lavish looking house. Like, it's not going to be fancy, that's never my thing. A lot of people value having good looking Minecraft builds, but I've always thought like it's about the creativity and doing something fun and different, and you know, having fun building something. Like, you can't be good at creativity, you can't be the best painter in the world. Actually, you can be the best painter in the world, can't you? The Mona Lisa is the most valuable, at least. It's priceless. But it doesn't make it the best painting, it just makes it the most valuable. And you know, my Minecraft build's gonna be worth nothing regardless, so we don't need to make it the best looking. We just need to have fun and do something a little bit fun and different while we do so. Oh, I probably should have waited to find a stone axe in a chest. I just realized that, like, treasure ships and buried ruins have a really high chance of spawning with stone axes, for reasons I don't even know. Like, who wants a stone axe ever, besides me right now? And I guess the answer is no one, but we're gonna go look for one regardless, just to make this job a little bit easier. So yeah, if I was stranded on a desert island and I had to take 3 items with me, we use conditions that mean you can't cheese it, because otherwise you're going to pick an SOS system or like a satellite phone so you can call for help, or you're going to pick something to cheese the answer. But if you can't cheese it, as again, but although I think cheesing answers is fun sometimes to prove how bad people are asking questions, I think in this case, which can be like, okay, no cheesing it, first item you can take with you, it's not going to be about survival, it's going to be more about the exploring your creative side, like we're hopefully going to do right now. So we've explored between these 2 islands, but I reckon everything else is free game to explore, and we should be able to find a stronghold if we keep doing that. But my first one isn't going to be about, about the survival. It's going to be more about exploring, like we're doing right now. Look at that segue right there. Because I would love to have a just downloaded copy of like in fact, just a copy of like an encyclopedia or something. That's a common answer people would give, to this sort of thing. But bear in mind, an encyclopedia, it's what, like that thick, and maybe you get 12 volumes. I actually looked into this because one of the most fascinating things to me is the size of Wikipedia. The sum of all human knowledge that we are aware of. How big do you think it is? You're going to be like, that's got. If you were to put it in book form, it must be like, several houses full of books. And although it's impressive compared to a human, it's like, it's way bigger than me. It'd probably fill up half this room. I'm not in a very big room. It's only 50 gigabytes to download with images. If you don't take images and you remove text formatting, it's 11 gigabytes. In 11 gigabytes, like, you can fit that on the cheapest phones available on the market today. You can download all of human knowledge, and given that 11 gigabytes takes, like a tiny fraction of a centimeter to store, take a USB stick, something that can read it, and I guess some power source. Or even if you just have to be like, okay, I'll take those books that I mentioned from earlier. Again, look at them on the screen. It's huge. I would say, yeah, actually, I'll take that huge book collection. It's almost cheating the answer, but like, a bunch of books, I'm sure no one's going to object to that one. So first answer is the sum of all human knowledge. By the way, we found a coral reef there. It's kind of cool. Like, this close to where we landed. Again, it proves my point that, like, Minecraft oceans are so filled with loot. Why would you ever need to go below ground when you can just look around these? Is that a treasure ship there? Hey, it is. Look at that. Proving our point. So this is our first treasure ship, or first really any loot that we found so far. And I want to say it only spawns with 1. Oh no, there we go. Look at that. I was gonna say I want to say it spawns with 1 chest, but I saw one over there, and now we see one over here. And I want to say there's probably even a chance for a 3rd chest in there, right? So 2 chests full of loot within how many minutes of starting? Like, we're less than 10 in, so pretty good, I would say. The one problem is getting into these things with only wooden tools. Surprisingly tricky, so please give me a stone axe chest, or at least like a chest that will find me. Okay, no, treasure map. That's fine though. I want to go find some good treasure, and then over here we got another chest, which we'll try and mine, but we'll have to probably go to the surface first. Again, you can see, like, I could do this, process of getting in there without the turtle helmet so much easier, but it's really good to have. So you can see, so far since the Let's Play, I've already made use of 2 of our items, and that's the wonderful thing about reusability, or sustainability, or whatever the point. Oh my god, we found a diamond! You couldn't make this up if you tried. Okay, so timer on screen, again, so my thing isn't quite the same length, but roughly 10 minutes, even less I want to say, we found, what is that, 14, oh, okay, we're going to die because of it, but still, that fast into it, we found 14 iron ingots, plus some extra stuff, plus we found a diamond. Admittedly, what are we gonna do with 1 diamond? Make a shovel, and also 4 iron ingots, like, you know, this is almost like, you know, making a mockery of something, but still, we have enough for, like, some seriously good stuff, and I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. We're doing pretty well, I would say. And in fact, we'll take the chest with us, because I'd like a chest, and I'd like to have it be one of the ones from the depths. Oh, no, we can't take it. We can't take it. I love how cool this treasure map actually looks. You can see the rivers that lead to, like, this really weird place. If we wanted to, because my boat's just over there, we could take the boat all the way around that, but I think it's probably better just to, like, swim directly that way. So that's what we'll do. So yeah, I would take a copy of Wikipedia with me, just like all the sum of human knowledge. If I want to learn about, you know, like, are cockroaches good to eat? I'm sure there's like a page called cockroaches and their, you know, like their use in human culinary, whatever. You know, do you want to know, like, oh, is tree bark, you know, healthy or whatever? Go to the tree bark page. It's there, so it will help you survive. But also, there's just fascinating stuff. Like, if you ever read any Wikipedia page, admittedly, want to clarify, only a good starting point, always good to check the sources, which you couldn't do on an island. But if you couldn't check the sources, you still get a pretty okay overview. Also, there's a little cave down here. I'm not going to go into it, though, because that probably counts as mining. Yeah, so, like, you got to bear in mind, if you want to learn about anything, there's going to be some easy Wikipedia summary there for you. Want to know about the situation in Ukraine right now? You know, did you know there was a situation in Ukraine? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But you can find out about it using those Wikipedia basic summaries. And again, it's on an island where you're just like, I want to know what's up with the world. There's, you know, a lot of people think the news is the way you learn about stuff. But the news, okay, this is gonna blow your mind, right? Did you know the news only focuses on new things? There's a lot of ongoing things that do not count as news because, okay, again, it's gonna blow your mind. They're not new, and the news focuses on new things. Boom. But no, it's a real thing, right? Like, there's a lot of old things that are way more important than, like, things that just happened today. It's just we have, I think it's called recency bias to this, that makes it so we only want to learn about those new things. That's actually why I set up a lot of, you know, the 2Cat channel, IVX2Cat, just to be like, you know, let's learn about some key things from history. Oh, I actually could make a diamond shovel to make this a lot easier. I think I will go for an iron one, though, just to prove the point of, like, look, found some iron, now I can shovel and look for this treasure, which hopefully will contain more iron a lot faster. But yeah, speaking of things from history, my ability to find, you know, treasure chests is appallingly low, and I still don't know to this day if it's just me. Like, am I just really bad at pointing on this red X, or is it everyone? And I think it must be just me, not because otherwise more people would complain about this. It's not a very good treasure map when you think about it. Like, if I had a map that was like, this will get you within 50 kilometers of London, you'd be like, that's not very useful, is it? And that's what this map is. So my rule here is I can't mine any of the stone or the ores that come up. I can only mine the sand and the sandstone. Because that's not mining, that's, you know, looking for treasure. Very different set of skills required for that. So we're going to pretend it's not taking me a solid 5, maybe 10 minutes to find this treasure. And we talk about the second thing that I take to an island, because I think a copy of all of human knowledge, that's a pretty good, you know, first one. Like, you're never going to get bored, and it's going to help you survive, and, you know, it allows you to actually, like, come back enriched. I would argue being on an island, you know, with 3 months of, like, reading material, you're going to come back like a smarter person. Your friends are going to hate you. They're going to be like, oh, he always talks about facts and stuff. That's not what we enjoy. We enjoy the other things, whatever that even means. So, yeah, first thing, totally is going to have to be copy of Wikipedia. It's 50 gigabytes. You can take it on your phone, assuming you can bring your phone with you. But even if you can't, you know, you can bring like some form of device to read that, or bring the books and just have like a big old bookshelf somewhere. But the second thing I'm going to bring, and this seems like a weird one because it's implied on a desert island that you're going to have some amount of water. Like, just drink the salt water a little bit and then mix it with a bit of fresh water. So, you know, there's going to be some way to get some amount of water. But most methods of getting water, so if you've never, I don't know if this is like, comes up in all science classes, but it came up in mine. They're like, oh yeah, so the way you get, you know, fresh water from seawater is you evaporate it, and then the water evaporates into the sky, and the salt is left behind. However, you can then kind of like, also there is definitely no treasure chests around here, but like, I'm right on the, oh no, over here is right on the thing. But yeah, so what I would say is like, totally bring some extra desalination, because I need so much more water than the average person to survive. Like, I drink a liter on like a bad day of drinking water. Like, just, it's not only my like lifeblood, like I need water to survive. Like, I think most humans probably fall in that category, right? But water is literally to me like, if I don't have water, I'm just feeling bad all the time. I've gone like maybe 20 minutes without water, and I'm feeling like, you know, it'd be really great if I had some water in my mouth right now. Because water's not only the drink I could drink to survive, which again, always a good thing to do if you need something to survive, maybe bring it to an island with you. But also, like, it's my favorite drink. I love water. Like, a nice chilled water, I love that. So, I would totally bring, like, an extra desalinator or, like, multiple, whatever it takes to have. Also, where is this chest? Because I don't think they spawn under dirt ever, so we're just going to dig. We'll just dig up the whole beach. That's fine. I kind of like digging and making a third shovel. You know, I'm going to start checking underwater. But yeah, so I prefer, you know, water to a lot of other drinks. Like, I need a lot of water to survive. Maybe I chug some water in between that magic last egg and this egg. Who knows for sure? But yeah, I love water. And because of that, I think I just need, like, multiple times the average amount of water. Like, the amount of water that sustains a person pretty happily, I need way more. And yeah, like that, I would say water, just like I need 2 liters a day if I'm gonna be happy. Like, if I'm gonna be on this island, there's like, it's basically down to the question of, oh, our first gold. Look at that. You kill a monster, you get some gold, and that's pretty good, right? It's a rare drop, but still, we got it. Hey, our first Nautilus shell. Yeah, I guess this question really comes down to the basic one of, like, what basic human needs do you need more than other people basically need? And I guess at the very top of that list has to come, like, you know, I need water. Without a decent amount, I don't basically sustain myself, and without being able to sustain myself, like, also, drinking a lot of water makes you more full, which is, like, my favorite, like, pro tip for dieting or whatever, right? Like, oh, do you eat too much? Have you considered filling your stomach with water? You get that nice full feeling that, like, you get after a nice big meal, but you don't have that, you know, feeling of regret and, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. So, there you go, pro tips to Toy Cat. If you're on an island, just remember, you gotta have water. And even if you're not on an island, maybe drink lots of water anyway. It's one of those, like, solely good things for you, you know? Like, there's only, like, a few things in the world that are better for you than just learning to drink more water. So yeah, pro tip number 2 right there. I don't care if this takes me half an hour, I'm getting this. Okay, so I might be leaving here empty-handed, but what I am leaving with is an inventory full of sand, a Nautilus shell, and a gold nugget. So really, I mean, that was just a fun little adventure. But still, the fact that we found so much, even with that false errand, like, there's a heart of the sea, there's some Nautilus shells, not like Nautilus shells, there's some, you know, maybe some diamonds, some iron, there's stuff over there, I just can't find it, or it didn't spawn by accident. It's never entirely sure which it is. We'll come back another time and just, like, power away it. But for now, let's go find some other resources, and let's get to sleep so we can get rid of this rain. Because I reckon there's going to be another, either stronghold, another ruins, or another abandoned ship somewhere around this coral reef. Because they usually, like, finding the coral reef makes it easier to find other stuff because of all the lighting. Pro tips of Toy Cat. Everyone says, oh, you need night vision to find stuff. 1, no you don't. I can see right to the bottom of that ocean. You just got to know what you're looking at. And 2, coral reefs have night vision built in. Or, like, I mean, vision built in, really. Oh, point in case right here. We got us, I've never seen a ocean ruins that looks like this actually before. Like, I've seen a lot of desert ocean, or like warm ocean ruins. Don't get me wrong, I've seen those before. But this one doesn't quite look like any of the other ones I've seen. And I wonder why that is. Either way, the first thing you gotta do, whenever you find magma under any structure like this, is you gotta remove the block above it, just so the bubbles can draw you down. Not that there's any great reason to do so, but like, look, we mine this. And now, ooh, we released the bubbles. And it makes it, I mean, in theory, like, we can use this as a way to get down a bit easier. So, I'm sure there's good reasons for it too. Oh yeah, it's not actually changing things. But yeah, we're just going to quickly dig around this area. Hope we don't die. Which looks like is a real possibility. Oh, because we left the only way out with that. Okay, yeah, well, that almost killed us. If that actually had activated, we might have taken some good damage there. So, probably a good thing that we didn't. And yeah, I need to make myself another pickaxe soon too. I know that, don't worry. Got it all locked down. I just have to first of all find this chest and find the maybe buried treasure or whatever else that is hidden within. Also, pro tip: don't use your pickaxe on sand. It wastes durability. It's different on bedrock. Oh wait, we gotta get up here again before anything else happens. It's a bit dangerous to be down here. But yeah, let's just quickly dive right back in. Again, this is the reason I love having a thing on me. Is mostly just for places like this. See, I guess I think it's not guaranteed that every... there we go. We need a pickaxe. The one I just... Okay, so here we go. We're learning a lesson on the spot. If I'd have just not done that, I'd be in a much better place right now. Can you take sea pickles without silk touch? Ah, you can. Now that's going to be a cool part of my house. Don't know how, don't know why, but it will be. Totally will be. You know, actually, you can just punch this block with our fist. It's annoying to have to do this, but it will teach us our lesson. Or at least it will hopefully teach us our lesson. And might not. It might just kill. And oh, there we go. It's a stone axe. See, don't need no wooden axes around here. And then also we'll remove the 1 block of dirt. Get some wheat. There's some coal in there, which is handy. And there's okay, so there's also a golden helmet, which I can't take advantage of. Also, I think that magma thing might have killed a dolphin, so I think I have to feel a little bit bad about that because that was partially, only partially my doing. So, oops, you win some, you lose some, as we all say. Usually not in relation to such horrific things. So we're gonna take the coal instead of that. We're gonna leave the golden helmet just because I've got the best helmet in the game right here. Don't need no gold helmet. I think honestly that this is equivalent to an iron helmet, which is better than a gold helmet. I want to say. I'm fairly certain. So yeah, pretty good stuff all around. We got ourselves treasure map. We got some coal. We got some wheat. Make some bread of that later if we want to. And yeah, if we just find another one of these things, which I'm sure we will somewhere nearby. So what's the third thing that I'd bring with me if I was on a desert island? You know, I've got a copy of Wikipedia, so I've sorted mentally. I've got a bunch of water, a desalinator. You know, just a machine to turn seawater into regular water. So I can drink as much as I like and I never feel like dehydrated. Like I do like 80% of my life, even though I drink so much water. What's the third thing that I bring with me? And this is something that I know is going to be like... so there's going to be someone out there that's going to... Because of all the things that people notice about me... First, like, you know, people who've never watched a Toy Cat video before, the first thing they'll say is like, oh wow, that guy sure does speak fast, eh? He's speaking at a rapid pace. I do not understand that, whatever they'll say. And the second thing that they'll say after that, we're just going to get rid of our sand. The second thing they'll say right after that is like, oh, so he talks really fast, and wow, in a face cam video, why don't you try washing your hair? Ha ha ha, you surely must have just heard of that. And, you know, every time I read those comments, I'm like, oh wow, yeah. Good spot right there. I did not realize you meant to wash this as well. I thought you just washed the body when you went in the shower. I did not realize it was this whole two-pronged ordeal. And yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of understand, like, if you... people who, like, play games, I mean, sometimes, again, the stereotype is that we have, like, worse hygiene, right? So someone's like, oh, clearly just another one of those guys. And the other thing is, like, if you're in school, and a lot of people who leave comments are, like, you know, like, young... teenagers sometimes, but even below that sometimes. You know, there might just be a guy who's like, oh yeah, it's easy to like simplify prompts down to that sort of thing. So I just figured, let's address this right here, because I would take shampoo like some big bottle, like a 2 litre, 3 litre, whatever the biggest size bottle for my particular thing it is. I have a 1.5 litre bottle. It's like this big. It's huge. It's in my shower. Just because like changing the bottle every 6 months is like, it's not like a bad thing. It's just if I forget to, I feel gross. And let me explain this one, because you might look at me and say, "Oh, it's Toy Cat. You know, what's the deal with that? What's with your hair?" And again, most people understand that, like, oh, there are different hairstyles in the world. When you know, for instance, it's just a well-known fact that I think you know different races have different like amounts of like oil or whatever in their hair, and it's also should be widely known. Like girls have different types of hair. There's curly hair. There's straight hair. I want to say my understanding is that my hair is like oilier by default, which means that after literally it's not even a full day. It's like somewhere in the like 15-hour region. If I shower at like 4 a.m., by that evening it's like sticky and like crazy. You know, as if like you've just covered me in honey or something. But yeah, so after like, you know, like literally not even a day, looked like I've been covered in honey or something. And this is, I showered 3 hours ago. There's still gonna be one guy who's like, oh, why are you, oh my god, diamonds, never mind, I don't care about you, Mr. Man. I've got diamonds and emeralds. Who cares about your opinions? And this is just one chest, right? They usually have 2. Is there a second one over here? I reckon. Alright, there is. Oh, it's got a treasure map. Honestly, I hate treasure maps now. Like, this one treasure map has, like, ruined my opinion of all of them now. But, yeah, so... Also, I somehow got extra oxygen down there. No idea how, but I'll take it. But, yeah, so a lot of people... like, it's been, like, 3 hours or whatever since I had a shower and washed my hair. And the thing is, though, I don't understand why, I don't understand how. But, like, of all the hygiene things, I feel like everyone has a few hygiene methods that they like to fix. Like, I like to brush my teeth twice a day. By the way, not 3 times a day. Twice a day is the dentist recommended amount. Jeremy's mother is a dentist. Got you the download scoop on that one. Also, my own dentist says it. But 2 is, as well as that, you know, so pro tip number 1 is brush your teeth twice a day. But like, everyone, like, you know, you need to wash your face, you need to shower, you know, everyone has their own different things. And I hear some people sometimes talk like, I need to brush my teeth 3 times a day, or I just feel terrible. Oh, here's the thing from earlier. Look how close those 2 things were, by the way. Like, it's just over there. That's how filled the ocean is with diamonds and things that might lead you to diamonds. But yeah, so personally, my thing is, like, I feel horrific after... We're going to go for it. If I got unlucky one time, we'll find buried treasure this time, I reckon. We're also looking for stuff at the surface, but at the bottom of the ocean. But in the same way that, you know, you might feel gross if you haven't brushed your teeth in the last 8 hours, some people have got to, like, shower their body because they know they smell after a while. Personally, I only smell like after I, like, do some running, which I do a lot, so it's a whole thing. But, you know, the thing that makes me feel grossest, though, is my hair. After, like, a day and a half, I'm like, oh my god, I can feel it. I know this is different for everyone. Everyone has their own hygiene thing that they need to have to the max. I want to say that's just, like, a thing, right? Everyone... Oh, I need to pick a shovel. Treat ourselves to a diamond shovel. I won't do it just because I want to have, like, a diamond pickaxe to prove my point. So, we'll wait till we get another diamond. Iron shovel it is, I guess. Let's do this. But yeah, everyone has their own, like, hygiene thing that they're most affected by. At least that's my... that's, like, everyone I've spoken to seems to be like, oh, if I don't, you know, wash my face in this amount of time, it's like, I feel... like, you know, this and that, you know, I'm going to break out on this and that sort of thing. And I think because of that, that's why everyone simplifies everyone else's hygiene issues. Like, I have this all the time, people being like, hey, cat. Same thing, like, so I have kind of bad teeth because I'm British, but people, like, forgive that. But I'm sure someone's thinking, like, you know, if you just flossed and brushed twice a day, wouldn't be an issue. It's like, you know, not everyone works the exact same way as you. Like, having basic awareness that other humans are different is a pretty key skill, I would say. I'm gonna reckon it's over here, like directly down. I'm gonna find me a treasure chest. If you just believe it, if you believe it, it happens. Teamwork makes the dream work. Well, I guess that wasn't teamwork. That was quite the opposite of teamwork, actually. And there's my 3rd diamond. You know what? If this isn't proof, if this doesn't like make you believe your dreams, I've even got like chain armor you literally cannot get yourself. Actually, you might be able to make it from iron ingots now. I don't think you can, but you might be able to. But still, the fact that quickly. I now have a full set of armor, plus a spare, for when that inevitably breaks. If this isn't proving your point that you don't need to go underground unless you really want to, I don't know what is going to prove that point for you. So we'll take the gold, we'll take the potion of regeneration just because it's nice. We definitely want this because I want to have a one of those set up easy. And I guess we'll also replace something with, there we go. I want to have the bottle of enchanting just as like a nice souvenir, I guess. As ridiculous as that sounds. So look at me. I'm now... barely finished with my 1st episode. And we've gone, what, like a diamond pickaxe already? And I reckon we might even do better than that. Oh, I've lost my boat. That's quite the issue, isn't it? Oh, there it is, never mind. There was a little bit of a down. I was like going to be humbled, like, oh, you brag too much, you lose your boat. But it's fine, I can brag too much and not lose my boat. But, so yeah, we're going to keep looking around the islands, and then as we head home. But yeah, I want to just say, everyone has their own hygiene thing they care the most about. And to me, like, you know, that you just feel worst when it's not happening. And, yeah, I just want to point out the hair thing just as one, because I feel like I can see when my thing looks terrible. Maybe it's the lighting here. Maybe people just don't understand hairstyles. Maybe it's British thing. Maybe it's because I have that weird, you know, I'm quarter Asian, like most of the weird mixture of weird things, and it leads to weird. I don't know what it is. I genuinely have no idea. But there's like some portion of the world that just doesn't understand hairstyles, and that not hairstyles, hair like types, I guess. Because you know, you might not like my hair. It's like slightly longer than average, right? At all times. Maybe you don't like that. I want to say that's like fair enough. Whatever. You know, it's not your thing. You wouldn't choose to, you know, to date me because you think that it's not. Well, I mean, if you're a guy, then you wouldn't choose to date the female version of me because it's not. I guess that's more confusing. I guess you wouldn't want your girlfriend to date me. Yeah, actually, that doesn't make any sense. Why do you guys complain about other guys? But anyway, like, because you know, on some level, it's like, okay, it's if you want to make the world in your image, but like, why do you care what other guys look like? That's a thing we'll have to come back to at some point. But yeah, the 3 things I would take with me to an island would have to be some form of like shampoo that will keep me going, some form of, you know, reading material, ideally the entire Wikipedia. And water. Without water, I just die. And I know you're thinking, like, well, without water, we all die. No, I would die significantly faster. That's why I'm scared of being, like, released in the desert somewhere. You know, the whole drink your own pee thing. Like, I'm going to have, a free lethal cycle going around. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. But yeah, those are the 3 things I would take with me to an island. I am doing so well for 1 episode of looting. And it's not over yet, actually. Because I reckon there's a jungle here. Let's go look for a temple. Let's go do it. By the way, I should mention, those are my 3 answers. I actually would like to hear yours in the comments down below. I think, you know, with these sorts of, like, hypothetical videos, it would be a fun thing. If you think you've got me beat, if you think you've got, like, but either a fun one or one that, like, you know, really fits you, I'd like to hear it. Maybe it'd be fun to, like, go through them all as, like, the end of the series, like, go through the best answer to each hypothetical. Because, you know, I really like hypothetical questions. But I think this one really comes down to, by the way, this is a big jungle. I need to, like, climb a tree or something. But, like, it really comes down to, in the grand scheme of things, this question is like, what 3 things do you need to feel more comfortable more than most? In the same way that some people can't keep a silence going, because the idea of, like, a silent conversation is painful to them. And some people, you know, like I said, some people have a different hygiene need. Everyone has, like, a few things that they need more than everyone else. I think this is actually, like, how, like, you know, like, friendships, relationships, whatever else basically seem to work. Like, everyone needs something different from someone. You need someone that wants what you have. You want to have what they have. Then you've got a good friendship, a good relationship, whatever else you're going for. And I think that's kind of like what this desert island question answers. It's like, hey, what 3 things do you value more than average? And you feel like you need them. Everyone has needs, the basic same ones. Like, I need to eat. I ate a taco soup earlier. Or I think it wasn't really a taco soup. It was just loads of mince and then some taco-style ingredients. If I didn't eat earlier, I would be hungry right now. I'd be irritable. I need to sleep every night, and you know, these are the same to everyone. But some people need some things a lot more. Some people need, you know, food on a much higher level. Some people need sleep on a much higher level. And I guess really when it comes down to it, you know, everyone needs something a little bit different. So this is a weird pause in the desert where there's some ocean. I reckon we can find some. I reckon if we're really lucky, we can find a treasure ship just down here. That's what I'm keeping my eyes out for. Like, even though we went looking in the jungle for jungle temples, you might find a treasure ship. Oh, look at that! I think, yeah, that is it. I was gonna make sure it wasn't a jungle village or something, which, you know, might start existing soon. Who knows? Timestamp this video so you can go back if jungle villages start existing. You can say Toy Cat the Oracle. But no, I think the great thing about hypotheticals is they allow you to, like, gauge someone's, like, moral values or whatever else just through, like, you know, weird questions. They don't make any actual sense when you really dive into them, but it's like a fun, like, oh yeah, you can see more about this and that. Also, look, oh, my set of stuff, like, perfectly goes one through each set of armor. Like, oh, we got wood into stone into iron into diamond. So I'm excited for this. I want to set my expectations going in, because that's how I got the treasure map to begin with. So if I just set my expectations super high, like, you know what I'm going to find while I'm in there? Also, we can make torches now. Just purely from things we've looted from the ground, you know, living off the land, we found this much. We're going to find 1 diamond, because that's the trend, and we're going to find some redstone, some arrows, and probably not much else. There's going to be 1 diamond and then, like, some gold. But, you know, nothing we really care about. So, yeah, pro tip as you go through these things, if you make sure you get rid of these things, because you want to have those later. There's another tripwire somewhere over here, I want to say. Oh, there's redstone. And then place a torch. So yeah, the things you definitely want to take with you are the dispensers. They're just, you know, dispensers are valuable. Trying to make any redstone stuff without this is going to be very tricky. So just take it with you. It just kind of makes sense, right? Oh, another one right there. Hey, we almost got tricked by this one. Like, realistically speaking, it doesn't matter if you trip them because, like, no one ever cares about jungles because you can run through them with no real issues. But if you want to keep all of the arrows, which for now, let's say we do. Oh, this is not far off what I said. It's just iron instead of diamonds. Then you want to make sure you do that. So yeah, that's all of the redstone that comes in this place. Besides the secret mechanism over here. You better believe we're taking this as well. Get rid of all of these. So yeah, there's actually a puzzle you meant to do to make this work. I remember this. I learned the solution once, and I was like, oh, that's so clever. And then, like, every time since then, I've just not used it. Because let's be honest, it's just a lot of effort. So yeah, for now, we'll just take the pistons. Oh wait, we've almost got enough pistons to do the Inception achievement. Like, you know, push a piston, then push another piston with that piston or whatever. So that's kind of fun, I guess. And then we've also got an iron and a saddle. So we are really running out of inventory space on the regular today. I really want to take the redstone repeater, so if we can remove something else, I guess we should. Like, strip jungle wood, we can make that pretty easily compared to the repeater. There we go, look at this. I've got a solid inventory. And we can always come back here if we want to. There's no reason to. It's a very useless thing otherwise. But still, okay, get this, right? Actually, we'll go to sleep, and we'll make a house, and I'll show you, because every first episode of the Let's Play, people demand a house, so let's go do that. So I want to talk about why I brought my free items with me in Minecraft as well as the real life one. But let me just quickly mention one thing, because I mentioned hygiene in there, and like, oh yeah, I need to brush my teeth, but it's not as crucial. Like, when I smell, it's kind of bad, but like, you get used to your own smell pretty quickly, which is terrible. But like, if I had to not, brush my teeth, shower, etc. a week, I think the hair is the one that would bother me most. But a lot of people like are bothered by all of those things simultaneously, and that's not okay. Like, that's fine. That's that's probably good. Like, it means that you smell good for the rest of society. However, it's worth mentioning hygiene seems like it's a universally good thing, because if you care about hygienic practices... Oh, we found a first sheep. That's nice. If you care about hygienic practices, then obviously you're gonna do really hygienic things, and that makes food safer, all these different things. Like, it's better to be more hygienic than less hygienic, but there is like a limit where you've crossed the boundary. If you're you're too into hygiene, you're too into making sure everything's perfectly safe, you won't eat perfectly good food because you're scared of it. It's like paranoia, but like hygiene paranoia, I guess. So since we're trying to make our house from stuff we've scavenged, I guess this is the compact way we're going to make everything else. And we're going to make the doorway out of mossy cobblestone, show off my sick jungle templing skills. Have a little, I guess actually the rest can just be made from jungle wood, which we'll strip because we're gonna pay respects to the stuff that we lost. So look at this. This house is solid on every single level of the word. We'll go back a fair bit. We'll have some living space back here, and then we'll just make all the corners like this. What does it matter, So there we go, nice and easy. We've made ourselves a house, minus a roof actually. Who needs a roof? In the modern world of living, I think roofs are a little bit oppressive actually. So no roof for us. Actually, wait. We'll have a dispenser here, and a dispenser here, and then we'll put our little chiseled stone in between. Look at that, that's beautiful. So, yeah, no, in case you're curious, I'm not actually making a house today, but some people will complain that you don't have a house in a Let's Play, like, oh, I watched this whole thing and you didn't make a house. Like, it's just what some people love and what they need. So if that describes you, this is technically a house, is it not? Actually, it's probably missing a doorway, so let's get that going. This is technically a house, is it not? Try and prove me wrong. But yeah, so before we go, I just want to point out that the reason I took my Minecraft items with me was purely for convenience, and all of them actually did come in handy. Like this turtle shell helmet, it just made those dives half as frequent. Oh, a little bit less than half, like half as frequent and less time at the surface. Turtle helmets are godlike. The food, it's come in handy because it's just been one less thing to focus on. And the third item, which I think, the bed, like again, I haven't found sheep, so I just have to stay up all night. Otherwise, it's just three little conveniences of Minecraft of the three things I hate the most. And yeah, I'd love to hear both your regular Minecraft free items as well as your Minecraft free. And before we go, let's just point out, because some people still say, no, mining is really useful because you can find stuff faster. Admittedly, if I spent this whole time starting my mine, it's been, okay, I'm still going. it's been close to an hour. And it's off like real time. It's like, yeah, you could have mined, you could have got more than 3 diamonds just a diamond pickaxe. But bear in mind that as well as finding 3 diamonds, which is okay for now, it's not good. It's definitely not great. It's like, okay, you did pretty well there. You did okay there. But as well as that, I've chopped down a bunch of trees. I've got a lifetime supply of sand. Look at that. Look how much sand is in this chest. That's all mine now. I get to keep that. Plus, there's probably some more. Plus, I have some treasure maps of unfound treasure on them still. This one isn't one of those, so let's put that in the chest as well. I have a treasure map, plus I have a nautilus shell, plus I have a heart of the sea, plus I have chain armor. You can't find this underground. Just like, look at this. This is this right here. This is every one of my achievements all in one shot. Actually, wait. Let's go a little bit better for my heart of the sea there. This is every single one of my achievements in one shot. And this is what you can find without mining in less than an hour. Next week's episode, because this is Let's Play Monday for the next few weeks. We're going on a little bit of a break with the regular Let's Play, switching over to this. We're going to be seeing if we can build a house, scavenging only getting things from the land, and we're going to actually try and make it look good. I know my houses are usually sarcastically bad. This is one of those. We're going to make a pretty okay looking house with lots of things you wouldn't expect without any mining underground required. Only living off the land, only mining things that come in structures or are naturally meant to be there for you to take, because I want to prove that mining is useless, and the best way to prove it is to do a whole Let's Play without ever having to mine below the ground. So, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. This is a really fun project, and next episode, we're going to have another fun hypothetical, another fun search around for some more stuff, because I reckon, like, down here somewhere, like, I reckon there's another few sets of ruins, because we only found, like, 5 different ruin-style things. I reckon there's even more to be found in this huge ocean just near my house. Again, this is only within like 500 block area where I am. If we went further, we'd find even more. But whatever, I'll prove the point closer to the end. For now, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.